Welcome back, y'all. It is Saturday. I don't know when this video will actually post. I'll probably do it in the middle of the week. What time is it? So, what we have here, if you're new to FPV, is the DJI Avata, my new best friend. I can't speak high enough of it. There are others out there bashing it. Sure, they have their opinion. I get it. I'm just tired of hearing it. There's obviously mods and stuff you can do, and yes, I guess there's some issue with firmware, and people are addressing it. I don't know what the actual thing is. It doesn't matter. I don't fly it in an aggressive manner where it makes any difference in the world. I put it into the trees, over the water. I get slow, kick-ass proximity flying. And in the pursuit of modifying every fucking thing I own, I wanted to add some color to it. Shout Original Dobo for his design. And it's a really cool looking setup. I've already modified this. This thing's got a big makeover coming. Adding to its name, so I named the Avata the Necronaut. Kind of sails the skies. It surfs the trees. And the whole Halloween theme and stuff. Man, I've got shavings all over the place. I mean, man. So I got these to add some color, to add some personality. Wish they'd make some green props. I've seen today for the first time, and Original Dobo did a flight with the new motors for it and had some colored props. I'm hoping they'll come out with green. Anyway, I got his print Friday. And I had to modify it a little bit to make it fit flat and keep it snug. I had to trim down on these edges so it didn't lift up because this lip that comes in here came up over my little bones drawing and didn't let it sit flat. So I trimmed and shaved, and I wanted this not to be in the camera if I pan down for a cinematic shot, so I shaved off the first little section here, and I may end up cutting off that front one. We'll see. But what I did was take a tiny bit of weight off of it. Not that it matters, but I put these glow vinyl decals on it, and I wanted them to shine through. I was hoping they would, but no light transfers through here. So what I did was I cut some slits into it on the front and on the back with 5 minutes of sun. And I wish I did this, put the stickers on after the fact so I could have lined them better, but it's not the end of the world. With 5 minutes of sunlight, UV light, and even, let me get a little bit of light in here. It's insane how bright and how long this thing glows for. You can already see it a little bit. Now I got it to glow, and you can see where the light was blocked. It glows through here, just adding to the ambiance and make it stand out. I said this was a solid strip, and I'm adding, if you can kind of see the theme. So these, I've drawn bones, and I'm going to do something insane with this canopy to go along with that. I don't want to add any LEDs. You're going to ask explicitly, feeling sick? I don't want to add any LEDs to it. I don't want to tap into anything. I don't want to run any wires. I want to leave it the way it is structurally. I mean, internally, electronically. Like I said, this thing comes off with 6 tiny Allen keys, which you can sort of see in there. And this pops off, and I am going to paint it and do something really wild to make it stand out. It's got to fit. Man, my kids are loud up there. I got out this morning and flew this at one of my favorite graveyards, and I got to do the distance. I got to do the proximity through the trees. It was so foggy, you couldn't see 2 feet in front of you. So you have epic fog. The lens was fogging up. I actually had like a pit crew. I'd come down, they'd wipe the lens, I'd go back out, which was absolutely hysterical. But this thing amazes me. And again, I'm gonna do my review on it, because people that are reviewing this are reviewing it as a quad. They're reviewing, most of them are freestylers. And again, 99% of what I do now, I'm gonna call cinematic. I'm gonna call it slow flow, tree surfing, canopy crusading. That is my forte. That's what I've absorbed. That's what I've become. And this has become the most epic tool for the job. I cannot describe the level of confidence and the ability to see more. And the OSD tells you your bit rate, it tells you your distance, it tells you all these things. And every single little bit of it helps. And for what I do, even with a spotter, even with LEDs, when you're out in the woods and you get a little ways away and you're 70 feet up in trees and stuff, yes, the LEDs help you. and stuff like that, but you're limited. The spotter can always sort of see it, and they can always hear it. But having that H in the OSD that tells you where you took off from is for me a game changer for tree surfers, for canopy crusaders, flying in a new location. Especially if you're focusing on making sure you don't hit anything. You got to focus if you're flying at a sort of public place where people could pop out. If your spotter doesn't see them or they're a distance away, you always have that backup. That always, hey, that's where I am. I don't have to focus on that. But I'm going to finish up that edit. Big shout to Original Dobo for a kick-ass print. And, of course, I modified it. So anybody got a line on props, I would definitely rock props. So I added some of the glow stuff underneath. It wasn't designed for this. I custom cut it to fit and do these strips. I put a couple panels underneath, so when I charge it up underneath, it glows underneath, glows through the props. It looks kind of cool. So I'm working with what I got. But in the pursuit of modification, customization, all that fun, I'm enjoying what's going on with it right now. So share your thoughts as usual. I'm going to try to get this up this evening, and we'll go from there. Peace.